Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the. I hope it's not gonna freeze, cause it's already acting kind of shady. Okay, I hope it's not gonna freeze. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the Summit Experience. I'm going to be doing your reading from now until the end of August, so your mid-month. Of course, if you want a private reading, you can find me in the description box. All the information on booking a private reading is in the description box. Please be mindful that I am right now, just for right now, not accepting readings via Instant Go. I am having a few issues as pertaining to that. So Instant Go is off. You can book it the traditional way, but as of right now, I can't accept readings via Instant Go. So let's get started. I hope you guys can hear me well. And it's a Mercury retrograde. The energy is still very potent. So I hope it's going well for you guys, or at least it's going well enough for you guys. As those of you that have been following the channel somewhat religiously know that I've been going through a hell of a lot. Me being a Virgo, Mercury being my ruling planet, and you being a Gemini, Mercury being your ruling planet, it's not easy. My best friend is a Virgo, and is a Gemini, and I've talked about it on this channel, and I made a talk about it, about letting go, and I think, we've been going through, each of us, individually, both of us, we've been going through our own little mess. So to speak, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, and I hope you guys are okay. So let's see. Gemini, give me a second. I need to remove something real quick. Gemini, from now until the end of August, mid-month, Gemini, surface mind for Gemini. Three of Swords, feeling heartbroken. Knight of Cups, and the Tower. A culmination of events that might lead to heartbreak, a sudden change. Some of you are waiting for someone to change so that they can come forward and apologize. Some of you are needing to apologize to someone. Others of you are waiting for someone to change and learn some kind of a karmic lesson with the Tower and the Piscean energy here with the High Priestess. It's like you're waiting for this change to happen. You could do the water sign, and I just do water sign, and here we have, the Cancerian energy, King of Pentacles, that could be Taurus, and then the Nine of Pentacles, which is Virgo. So some of you are definitely either your water, you have heavy water in your chart, or you're going to be dealing with a water sign or an earth sign. It doesn't have to be, and it could hit them really anywhere in their placement. It could hit them in their sun, moon, rising. But what I'm seeing here, we have two nines lined up together. There's someone that's needing to come and speak a truth to you as pertaining to something. There's some kind of truth, because there's separation that has happened between these two people. There's going to be separation, I'm feeling. And it's based off someone keeping some kind of a secret that they need to speak. Could be a husband or your baby daddy or something of that sort. You could have children with this person, is what I'm trying to say. There's been a rooted relationship here. This wasn't a fling. If they're showing up as a King of Pentacles, this was a rooted relationship. But I'm getting that this couple is separated, and I think it has to do with some kind of a karmic lesson, first of all. I really believe it has to do with a karmic lesson. And I also feel like there is some kind of intelligence that has to be downloaded into someone. Some of you that are going through so many relationships, this is actually very positive. I'm actually happy to see that you're heartbroken. Now, a lot of people are going to get in their feelings about that, but it's the truth. Because we learn through the pain, especially in karmic relationships, we learn through the pain. When you give and you give and you give, and you start to realize that you have to withhold and retain for yourself because you feel exhausted. Some of you, the person you're dealing with feels exhausted because they feel like they've been given so much to you. One person was giving in this relationship and the other person wasn't participating as much as they should have been. Again, it would have been someone that was a fixture in your life, and there's a loss, there's a sense of loss, and someone is needing to open up and speak the truth. But in order for them to speak the truth, they have to let the truth in from the divine energy, because the High Priestess connects to the divine. We have the 2 here and we have the 1 here. So the Ace of Swords is the download of information. I would say the Ace of Swords to me is like a USB. It's like this download of information that comes in. That's what the High Priestess takes in, and that's what she puts out as well, knowledge. She always has the scrolls in her books to represent her knowledge. She's a very knowledgeable person. And it's also about seeing things for what they are, beyond the superficiality. Some of you are finally starting to realize what a soulmate relationship is. You're finally starting to get it. Because, of course, we have the twin flame community and the twin flame readers and the people that say all those things, and it's their right to say that. But, if I'm being completely honest, I've always said it, and I'm going to stand saying it very firmly on this until I get a very precise message that tells me otherwise. I don't believe in the twin flame ideology, not because I don't think there's no substance to it, but because I don't believe in what it represents or what it's supposed to represent to people, which is divine union no matter what. That doesn't work that way. Not at least from what I understand of the world, and I understand of energy, and I understand of the different dimensions. It doesn't work that way. And some of you are still putting in the effort, and you're still being met with the same bullshit, and you're still being met with a heartbreak, and you're still stuck, and it's still not moving, and it's because you've not learned the lesson, or you're not seeing it for what it is. And until that cloth is removed from your eyes, you'll be stuck in that mentality and that vibration and that knowing, which is honestly not the right knowing, if I dare say so, of what this lesson and this phase in your life and this season is supposed to be, and who the divine feminine or the divine masculine in your life, for those people that like to feed into that, the divine feminine and divine masculine, you until you start to understand what they're there for, which is not to be in your life forever and ever. Anyways, I'm not going to go too far into that, because every time I talk about that, people want to kill me. The shadow for Gemini. The Nine of Pentacles. So some of you are definitely dealing with a Virgo. The King of Pentacles, again, of course, they came out together on the Five of Pentacles. So again, I'm getting that someone has shut you out. There's been a separation here. And it's because one of you felt like, and I feel like, Gemini, this might have been the Virgo or the Earth sign that did this to you. Because they're feeling, whoever this person is, they're feeling abundant. They're feeling kind of, and it's not to say that they're rich or they're whatever, but they're feeling kind of free, and they're feeling kind of relieved. It could be vice versa, but one of you is feeling relieved, kind of freed, like they've been carrying a burden too long, and they've been trying to manifest something too long, whereas the other person has been coming up short. And the reason the other person is coming up short is because of their self-doubt and their self-image, feeling like they might not have what it takes or know or, have what it takes to build on something or to build something into fruition or to mend it or to pacify it or to really stabilize the situation. So because of their own insecurities and their own inability to see their value and their potential, they show up, of course, because you show up as you are, in life, and you show up as you are in relationships. So they're showing up as lacking because in their mind they're lacking, and because they're showing up as lacking, the other person has to pick up their slack and carry the relationship to the finish line, or at least try to. But I feel like this person kind of got to that point where they were like, enough is enough. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to carry this burden anymore. So I'm putting a full stop to it. And I feel like there's been a separation, a segregation between these two people, because one person is just tired of feeling like, they're tired of feeling destitute and feeding into the other person's energy, which is that of destitution, a lack mentality. Is what I'm getting here. Let's see present energy for Gemini. Knight of Cups and Two of Pentacles. I see you weighing the options in your head. Do I come forward? And I always say the Knight of Cups to me represents, my peacemaker. My Knight of Cups is my peacemaker. He's a knight that comes with feelings. So he's not a brute. He's not coming to, fight per se. He's coming with feelings. He's coming with an offer. But I see that some of you are still struggling to decide, maybe out of ego, out of pride, or it could be vice versa, where the person is struggling to decide whether or not they want to come forward and make this offer, or let's make peace, so to speak. Let's make peace. Let's get over this hurdle, and really, I'm feeling like part of the. Let me get this. We have the Four of Cups here, and we have the Queen of Swords. You know what's funny? And I want to say, let me get the reason why this is. And definitely with this Queen of Swords, I keep saying it, someone has cut the other person out. And this is my card of Gemini. So, for whatever they said was the truth. Fool, freedom, Ten of Swords, culmination. I remember when I saw the Tower and I said there's a culmination of energy here. This is a culmination. Someone here, I keep getting it. Someone here is tired of feeling like they are burdened, like they're tired of being burdened. They're tired of carrying the weight, and they're tired of the duplicity or the multiplicity. And it's like you're either gonna have to see this thing for what it is, especially those of you going through soulmate relationships. You're really gonna have to see it for what it is, and you're gonna have to really allow that download of information with the High Priestess here to kind of sink in, that realization that love is not meant to be painful and you're not supposed to suffer for love. This notion that people are being fed and continuously being fed about, what a twin flame relationship is. Yes, it's true. Relationships have their difficulties and their hardships, but where do you draw the line between your obsessiveness and the karma and your personal obsessiveness and your personal decision to stay in a state of lack and in a state of emptiness and in a state of not getting anything? Where do you stay? Where do you stand as pertaining to that? For those of you dealing with a Virgo, which my best friend actually is, he is dating a Virgo. I don't see this. Let me see. Potential future. And that's been the reason for our fights. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Listen, 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 listen. The Page of Wands talks of listen. Listen to advice, listen to people that are talking to you right now. Pay attention to the red flags, pay attention to the details. Take your time through this period as you're transitioning and you're healing and you're moving through. And that's another thing I've come to find out about Geminis, and it's not just with my best friend, but with other Geminis I've met. You guys tend to have this energy of just wanting to, it's like you switch your heads. Like one head is heartbroken and it's seeing things for what they are and, hurt. And then let's say, for example, you're dealing with someone and they cheat on you and they lie to you, and, that head that you're wearing at that time feels that pain. But then you guys have this tendency to also kind of like remove that head and put the other head on, where it's like nothing happened. So pretty much what I'm saying is you tend to sweep things under the rug and pacify situations and not deal with the situations. And the part of the reason is because you guys don't pay attention to how you're feeling. Not really. You pay attention in a superficial way, and you really need to start to dig deeper into your feelings and not try to pacify them and not trying to quieten them so you want to move forward, or you, for whatever reason, you want to speed through the process, you want to speed through the hurt, you can't speed through the hurt. You're not a computer, you don't get to reprogram yourself. So you guys really need to take it slow. Between you and this person, if there is going to be a coming together, it should already be happening, or it should be happening by the end of August. But take it slow. And yes, while you should be open to love and receiving it always, you should also understand that not everybody is deserving of your love, at least not in the way of you giving it. Like I always say, I can love you, but I can love you from afar. Like me and my best friend right now. I still love him. We've been best friends for 10 years or so. Great since high school. One of the people that has seen me through a lot. I've seen him through so much. But I'm learning also, maybe he needs time or something of that sort, but I'm going to love him from afar until he gets there. Sometimes it's about understanding the difference, and it's not to pull from a place of childish hurt or betrayal or whatever, but it's to really understand that there are boundaries to how much you can give. The Ace of Cups, if you guys notice here, the Ace of Cups is running over. Like I always say, what you give is a runneth over. The Ace of Cups is running over. What you give is a runneth over. But your cup should be full. Meaning, under that, the Four of Swords. Your cup should always be full. You should always be at peace. if you're given to someone and you're given to a situation and it's causing you discord and it's causing you heartache and it's causing you depression and it's causing you anxiety and whatever else that is causing you, then you really need to start wondering and contemplating within yourself if it's worth still giving to this person. But that's going to require you again to listen and to not take off one head and not pacify the situation, but to actually really dig into your emotions and dig into your feelings and not try to overanalyze your feelings and equate it to whatever else, but to really listen to how you're feeling. Anyways, that's what I've said about that. Those of you that get it will get it. If you want a private reading, please find me at down description box down below. Keep in mind again, I'm not accepting readings via Instant Go right now. I could accept a one-off question. I could. I'm not promising anything. If you send them, there's a chance that you might get it, or there's a chance that you might not. If you call, there's a chance that I might pick up. There's a chance that I might not. Like I said, I'm having some issues with Instant Go based on billing. You know, my billing, whatever. So it's kind of iffy right now, my relationship with them, or at least as pertaining to whether or not, I'm going to continue doing readings via that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I wish you the best in all that you do. And stay healed, stay blessed, and I wish you the best. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.